In Port Charles, where secrets rarely stay buried for long and betrayal often wears the face of loyalty, a new wave of revelations and power plays is about to erupt, threatening to dismantle marriages, reputations, and fragile alliances. The calm surface of General Hospital is cracking, revealing a web of calculated manipulation, misguided loyalty, and shocking betrayals. And at the heart of it all, familiar faces are about to show sides of themselves no one saw coming. Curtis thought he had finally carved out a path toward healing, holding on to Portia as a symbol of renewal and stability. But Jordan, ever the realist, knows better. In a painful, selfless decision, she tells Curtis that she intends to walk away from his life for good. While her words are wrapped in noble intent, to preserve his marriage, Curtis can't help but feel a lingering resentment. It's not the first time love and duty have been at odds in his life. Still reeling, Curtis turns to Felicia for clarity. Felicia, always resourceful and fiercely loyal to those she trusts, updates him on the status of Jacinda. There's a strong chance Jacinda may return to Port Charles, and if she does, her presence could be more explosive than anyone anticipates. Felicia suspects Jacinda is sitting on a powder keg of secrets, and if Drew gets wind of them, things could spiral quickly. Drew has been playing a long game. One built on quiet observation and carefully laid traps. To Kai, he explains the mechanics of the plan he's orchestrated, though he couches it in cautious optimism. The success of this operation depends entirely on timing and leverage, and it appears Drew finally has both. With an upcoming meeting between Curtis and Jacinda on the horizon, Drew may find the perfect opportunity to strike. If he manages to record the encounter, he could have evidence that Curtis bribed Jacinda to falsify her account of a scandalous night involving drugs and payment. Such a revelation could implode Curtis's credibility and throw his marriage into deeper chaos. The ripple effect would not end there. It could fracture other relationships and shake the legal cases currently hinging on Jacinda's statements. Meanwhile, Drew's manipulation extends into even more personal territory. With the upcoming visitation hearing looming, he warns Willow to tread carefully. Her recent clandestine interaction with Wiley raised eyebrows, particularly Carly's. Drew is not interested in soothing Willow's guilt. Instead, he is focused on neutralizing any threat that might compromise his position or strategy. He doesn't trust Willow's judgment around Michael and urges her not to initiate any private negotiation or reconciliation. But Willow has already veered too far into dangerous territory. The guilt that eats at her is no longer just about Drew, it's about the lies she's buried, the lines she's crossed, and the innocence she's shattered. Willow's secret, as it turns out, is darker than anyone imagined. It wasn't just passive complicity, it was a deliberate campaign of psychological torment. She stalked Daisy under the cover of concern, all while manipulating Sasha into believing she was losing her grip on reality. Willow's descent into moral ambiguity is all-consuming. She tells herself it was for Wiley's protection, but the truth is far less noble. She acted out of fear of losing her son, fear of Michael's judgment, and fear that her carefully curated life was slipping beyond her control. At General Hospital, Willow attempts to carry on with business as usual, but fate has other plans. Carly arrives, armed with fury and information. Though she hasn't uncovered the full extent of Willow's actions, the poolside incident with Wiley is enough to ignite her wrath. Carly's confrontation is swift and unforgiving. There is no mistaking her message: Willow will not escape accountability. Though Willow's heart races with dread, her face remains composed, barely. The walls are closing in, and she knows it. Carly, however, is not done. She meets privately with Lucas, asking for something she believes could shift the momentum in their favor. Lucas has remained largely on the sidelines, but he may hold a key piece of insight or medical authority that can either shield Wiley from further harm, or destroy someone's case entirely. The discussion also hints at Marco's involvement. Lucas's cooperation may benefit Marco in ways yet to be revealed, perhaps by swaying testimony or influencing the fallout from Christina's recent trauma at Charlie's pub. Speaking of Marco, Sonny is reaching his breaking point. Every threat to his family adds another crack to the thin veneer of calm he tries so hard to maintain. During a heated conversation with Jason, Sonny makes his stance brutally clear: if anyone endangers his child, they will pay a price equal in pain and permanence. Sonny is not bluffing. Jen Sidwell's actions at Charlie's have already drawn blood, Christina's. Now, Marco may find himself at the center of Sonny's retaliation plan, a pawn in a war that no longer distinguishes between guilty and innocent. As Sonny sharpens his focus on vengeance, Jason watches with concern. He knows Sonny well enough to recognize the signs. This isn't about strategy anymore, it's about pride, legacy, and primal protection. Jason can't control the storm brewing inside Sonny, but he can try to manage its path. If that means sacrificing someone like Sidwell to protect Sonny's peace, then so be it. Back at the hospital, Sasha is unraveling. She senses Michael's doubt, even as he reassures her. Her confidence has always been fragile, but now it's hanging by a thread. The gaslighting she endured has left scars, and every whispered conversation or concerned glance only reinforces her worst fear. That she's no longer trusted, even by those she loves. Sasha is haunted not just by what she believes others think of her, but by what she now believes about herself. In her most vulnerable moments, she wonders if she really is losing her mind, not realizing that the true madness was orchestrated by someone she once called family. The unfolding chaos is a reminder that in Port Charles, no secret is safe forever, and no lie stays hidden beneath the surface. Carly's determination, Drew's manipulation, Willow's unraveling conscience, and Sonny's thirst for vengeance all converge into a vortex of moral reckoning. Every choice now carries a cost, some paid in silence, some in blood. The storm has begun, and not everyone will survive it with their soul intact. As the days ahead unravel, Port Charles braces itself for a reckoning years in the making. Where justice will be elusive, forgiveness even rarer, and the truth perhaps the most dangerous weapon of all.